Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Hello, Mr. BP. Hello, Mr. Pride. Welcome back to the Den Battle Royale. We are fully into week 2 now. We've got lots of exciting games on the cards this week that our casting team is diligently working on. We've had some crazy moments already in the games this week, some surpassing even those incredible highlights from the week before. And what we have tonight is very exciting. We've got a live game with Mr. Smarttguyy and Mr. PlotterGhost, two very high ELO individuals from the Gold League, and then we've got some recorded games after that if we have the time. I am joined once again by the legendary Mr. Dozer2, aka Jorgen. Welcome, Mr. Jorgen. How are you doing today?
Doing great. I'm really looking forward to do this live. Smarttguyy is always interesting to watch, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, no spoilers because I haven't seen the results, but this is his second round, so he's definitely fired up. With that in mind, let's move over and take a look at the maps. So, hopefully you've got these open, Mr. Jorgen. Mr. Dev, hello, welcome. You're about to see your man Paulie going live here. I know he no longer works in your mind, but he's still in the hearts and minds of every soul in Canada who he's representing in this game. So we've got a Crater Lake band from PlotterGhost. Not surprised. You know what I am surprised at though, Jorgen? Paulie is banning Socotra, which I was led to believe is his favourite map. What do you make of that? Has he changed his mind? Has he lost his touch? That's
Have
crazy,
you
right?
ever, no, have you ever seen PlotterGhost play Socotra? I
I
have.
have not. Okay, is it scary?
Uh, it makes Kayason look non-aggressive. It makes Gold Roger look like he's having a picnic.
Wow. Okay, I
And
wasn't.
PlotterGhost on Socotra, I would never like to face him. He even fights with villagers. The aggression level is Velociraptor.
Okay, well in that case, I fully understand the rationale. So we've got an African clearing pickup. I think this African clearing map, I haven't done the full stats yet, but I believe it is one of the most heavily featured maps we've seen in the Den Battle Royale. I would not put money on it, but I would put my reputation as a statistician that African clearing is the #1 most played map at the moment, which I love to see. And Bogland. So we have two Nomad maps in the pool. I personally dislike Bogland, but I'm sure Paulie's got something cooked up with a kelp flavour to it. And then Jorgen, Pacific Islands. What have you made of Pacific Islands so far on this map, Paul? We've seen some interesting games on that map for sure.
I've said some stupid things in Pacific Islands games, but we saw SS Gold Roger, so I will never again complain about that map.
Welcome, Conconium. I know you've been casting with Paulie as well recently, so I'm sure we'll be happy to have you in here. And yeah, African Clearing's been played a lot. Pacific Islands, one of those maps where there's not really enough fish to validate a full water control, but without water you really struggle, as we saw in the Huggy Broccoli games in particular. So without further ado, let's move into the civs. And let's start with the bans. We have a Byzantines and Armenians ban here, so clearly PlotterGhost is going anti-water warfare. And we have Smarttguyy banning Persians and Spanish, so perhaps banning some of the more favourable civs for the Nomad maps. What do you make of those bans, Jorgen? Do you think both players are playing it safe there? Because I certainly do. Hey, Videra, welcome to the stream.
Both of them are banning perfectly
Mm-hmm.
when they think about their opponent and also when they think about the map pool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you could have done anything differently here.
Yeah, the one thing I will maybe amend to that is that the Mongols has been allowed by PlotterGhost here. And Mongols and African clearing, very, very dangerous. But compare that, we've got a Britain's pick with the amount of sheep on Bogland, Jorgen. Can you imagine those tasty sheep underneath that TC for the Britain's player if he's able to get them? That could be a huge swing of resources for the Britain's player.
Also, the cheap TCs, that map
Mm-hmm.
is horrible. But when you TC it enough, it might work.
Yep, the key thing about Bogland is there's not enough space for farming early on, and those sheep make a difference. It usually slows you down in terms of your timing into feudal and castle, but with the Britain's bonus there, could be a very, very valuable strat. And I'm excited to see the Britons played. I've seen a lot of the Gujarats played for the sheep bonus. Seeing the Britons here with the sheep bonus as well will be exciting. Georgians, I still think that is a very unbalanced civ, and I think Georgians is one of those civs where even if you're not doing great, the Manaspa are enough to cause problems. I don't know if you've seen the Georgians being played post-patch, Jorgen, but I still believe they're very, very scary. Those Manaspa are no joke.
Yeah, but again, Georgians on African clearing, if you get those mule carts out, you can be so much more efficient on the hunt. You're not totally locked to a single point on the wood line. They're so strong, and if you get to castle, if you get a Monaspus out, Monaspus can eat castles, they can eat TCs, they can face pikes. They are an insane unit that's even self-healing.
Yeah, that message wasn't to you, by the way. Yeah, completely agree. And I think they're incredibly strong. Portuguese, a fantastic pick. I think we might see the Portuguese featured either on the water here, potentially, or on Bogland. I think the Portuguese might be who PlotterGhost goes for on Pacific Islands, but they're also very viable, of course, on the other two. Let's look at the randoms here. A nice picker with Dravidians with Pacific Islands in play here. Also actually has some meme potential on African clearing. Slabs, very strong, well-rounded Civ. And Poles, I don't think Poles fits nicely here, but he might favour the Poles over the Dravidians. On the other side, though, Jorgen, Berbers, Saracens, Turks, what a trio of civilizations to be picking up there. If you were smarter, you'd be happy seeing those three coming in, surely.
There's absolutely nothing wrong. The only civ we really can't use is the Turks. But that's the same with the Poles of PlotterGhost. But they're good civs, but they're not suited for the map pool.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's some viability of Turks on African clearing because of the light cav upgrade for free. But really, as you say, I mean, compared to the Berbers, compared to Saracens, I know what I'd rather have on any of those maps. And yeah, Turks isn't it. In terms of plotter civs here, you know, I think he's going to go for the power 3, right? Mongols, Portuguese, Slavs, unless he wants to do something spicy on the water with the Dravidians. I think we'll see Britons, Georgians, probably Berbers here versus Portuguese, Mongols, Slavs. What about you, Jorgen?
Well, I've been mistaken before, but we will see Britons on Boglands. Absolutely no questions about it. Georgians is for African clearing, so then it's Saracens for our opening map, Pacific Islands. But PlotterGhost, I'm not sure. Portuguese for Pacific Islands is kind of amazing, but Dravidians, it's so tempting to use them for that map. The wood bonus is so important since it's not all that good fishing map, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the thing like about the Dravidians, right? The extra resources on up, the extra wood can really help you take land and control on your starting island, get those extra ships out, get the extra dock up, which can make a difference. All in all, very happy with the civs. Let's just quickly see if this lobby is up, shall we? I'm just going to change my game sound because I appreciate it's going to be quite loud. Just turn that down. I haven't heard from Smarttguyy if the lobby's up yet, so we're going to have to try and shoot in the dark here. But yeah, Conconium, yeah, Turks on African clearing can be okay, but as you say, the Mongolian Mangade will eat your hand cannoneers and bombard cannons. Yeah, completely right, Conconium. And I think Turks is one of those trap civilizations where they seem good, but against the lineup that we've got going here, this is problematic. What do you think Paulie would call the game? Oh, we've actually got it. There we go. Somehow I found it using TDBR. Have you found the lobby, Jorgen?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Again, the level of help from our players is nothing amazing today. We'll get there.
Absolutely.
It's going to be great, guys.
And we have Portuguese Saracens being picked up. I was not expecting the Saracens play from Paulie here. Faster galleys, of course, but this is going to be a very interesting pick.
Saracens is so strong here. The galleys, they are shooting so fast.
I still prefer the Portuguese pick here. Let's just catch up till we get live, shall we? If the sound's too loud, guys, please let me know.
Both of them are playing very competently. Both of them have a very clean opening. Docks are out.
You know what? This is a very interesting generation because it's very clear which island you're going to go to. And normally we see the island generation spawning north to south, whereas we've got a bit of an east to west composition here. And that might make a difference because the southern island, look at the amount of space the southern island has, which will essentially be Paulie's island compared to the north. And if you're losing water, you do not want to be on that tiny slither of land to the south there. Just the way Jay's saying, Smart will ignore water. He's going to bait him in and go watch us on land. I mean, it's poorly playing here. I'm sure we can expect something wild.
Well, we've seen that in the broccoli game.
Yeah, and you know, I think both players' first stock position, you know, in line to get value here. So good to see. But yeah, I really think this is going to come over to which of these islands players chooses. And interestingly enough, Jorgen, if you look here, as I change scenes, thank you someone for reminding me. Poorly scouting the North Island, which is the better of the two. But I think Plotter has the exact same plan. I think, Jorgen, for a rarity, we're going to see both players go for the same land here. And that's going to be a very interesting play as both players click up to Feudal Age.
Well, we have not seen.
Oh, they found each other's scouts.
I'm a bit worried about Plotter. He has experience on the map. Okay, I'm a bit confused, not gonna lie, from the Portuguese play here.
What's confusing you?
One dot, not taking one of the islands yet. Smarttguyy is already over, kind of ferrying villagers like he's running the Dover-Calais run. Two transports out.
It's interesting because PlotterGhost is scouting the home island. So I think PlotterGhost is thinking about landing the home island. But here we go. Smarttguyy's galleys now coming forward. They're going to see this transport ship and they will hunt it down, Jorgen. And if that happens, he's in a lot of trouble.
Oh, this is a catastrophe.
Look at the speed here, 145 on the transports. I think it's 143 on the galleys, so slightly slower, but still.
Oh, look at what PlotterGhost just did. He clicked up to Castle.
Ooh.
He has a bad plan for Smarttguyy.
Oh,
He's
dear.
debating Smarttguyy.
Paulie might be on the other island, but if a castle comes over to his face or his home island, he's in trouble because his only TC is on his home island. And I think we might be seeing Plotter eyeing up Paulie's home island. What's crazy, he's not with a single military unit, and he's got 7 fishing ships out, Jorgen, as he does begin to transfer units across. And I think we're going to see a castle drop here as PlotterGhost's galley does come out. Maybe just a delay, and if Plotter gets across with his galley here, this could be game changing.
Plotter is not on stone, so it can't be the castle drop. But oh, that would have been a beautiful strat,
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
As Conconium says in chat, an interesting thing as well, you know, one galley has forced Paulie to keep producing ships. He's now taking flexion to give his galleys extra range, and all it's taken is one galley to do that, and he's forced a very large water reaction from Smarttguyy here, saying that 2 more galleys in queue from PlotterGhost, so he hasn't given up entirely. But look, TC, as we expected, Jorgen, on the island, not the best TC, because it's in water range, but this looks like we're going to have a land war here over the same island, and that southern island is free real estate as Paulie clicks the castle himself.
Oh no, Paulie is too late to cast. This is a disaster, not gonna lie. That's too late, man.
Paulie's, you know, he spread out his fishing ships. His EQ's fine at home.
Paulie can take the fish. With a little luck, Paulie reacts and
Yeah.
can take the fish.
If he takes the fish here, this is a good place to be in for him.
That changes things.
But look at this, 3 galleys coming out for PlotterGhost. Paulie has not used his window wisely here. Yes, the fishing ships will go down, but there's enough out here.
Too late.
Both players are fletching, and Paulie's lost the window of opportunity there. But both players, I think, still absolutely fine in this game. Paulie's slightly slow to Castle Age, but look at what Plotter's doing with Castle. Not a lot. No upgrades from the dock. He's just going land. And really, at this stage, both players are absolutely fine. Paulie moving off with his galleys there. I potentially would have just gone all in and taken the fishing ship out and not worried about it, but maybe he's feeling defensive.
Well, again, having nothing to defend his own fishing ships might scare Paulie off.
Both players playing a bit of a game of chess. I mean, this is actually a very standard game from Smarty here, and I wasn't expecting that. Both players playing very, very conservatively. Equal numbers of docks out on the field. Slightly more fishing ships.
No, look at this. Look at this down count. Smarttguyy has a plan.
Oh yeah.
I feel so sorry for PlotterGhost if Smarttguyy knows.
The question is, let's have a look in the scouting, shall we? Does he know? He doesn't know where the TC is, Jorgen. He does not know where the TC is. He's got stone for a castle, but he's got no idea where to put it. Second TC coming down on the main island. And as it stands right now, look at where the resources are on that island, Jorgen. Paulie has complete control over all of the golds, all of the stones, compared to 1 gold and 1 stone for Plotter. Although they're both on the same island, the resources are massively favourable to Smarttguyy here, and he moves to take that advantage home with a defensive castle. Very conservative from Smarty, but look at what he's doing. He's locking down this island, goes into a monastery, and this is the most meta play style I've seen from Paulie.
Yeah, and again, that castle, when you get the camel archers out,
Paulie,
now it's not camel archers with Saracens, but still, it's a very similar unit.
Yeah. Jorgen, Smarttguyy did lose all of his fish. He is taking into War Galley, but look at that. Smarty now trading and takes Plotter's fish. This is a real game of chess here. Both players making moves and counter moves, and as it stands right now, from map control positioning, slightly favourable to Paulie, but this is not anywhere near being able to call in terms of who's going to win this.
No, but that island, PlotterGhost, there's no chance of PlotterGhost winning that island. Absolutely not.
3rd TC coming down now for Paulie. Eco, a little bit shaky. I'm not sure I agree with the TC going down when he's only got 4 on farms at home, because there's no way he's going to be able to sustain villager production from any of those with 4 farms.
He can buy enough food to keep going, and he's kind of doing it.
Yeah, and he has the luxury to do so, because with that TC, he has 80% of the resources on the island.
And our first unique unit is out of Smarttguyy. Unfortunate. Oh, he can idle PlotterGhost forever. And now he's found everything.
Yeah, he knows. I mean, he threw away the Mamluk, but now he knows
but
they're on the same island. Let's see how Plotter responds to this. I'm very surprised, Jorgen, that the Portuguese player has not gone castle here himself, aren't you?
I think PlotterGhost's fast castle might cost him the game.
It's just what he did with it. I mean, all he did with the fast castle was throw a couple of TCs down on an island where which he, by the way, he had scouted.
Smartguyy's navy, why? Why?
I mean, that's important for him, because Plotter needs the water when he's got this little space to work with. And those little advantages like that might well work out as PlotterGhost, Jorgen, finally moves to stone.
Yeah, but he's late. He will lose 1 TC unless Smarttguyy is completely... No, Smarttguyy is making the
Siege Workshop.
PlotterGhost is not going
we even see
get out of this.
Bamavistan's coming in. Interesting tech choice. But as you say, the Siege Workshop's down, and Plotter is in real danger here. He's seeding farms underneath his TC. He does not know the storm that's coming over that horizon, and I'm very surprised he's not created anything to scout this. He needs information. He has no idea what's going on outside of his TCs, and I look at the amount of farms he's seeding. Just such a dangerous play. You know the enemy's island is there. The South Island's completely untaken, and there's just no resources. He's not... All he's gaining from those TCs there's a bit of food and a bit of wood, Jorgen.
Smarttguyy is actually using his transport again. What is he up to? Will he secure both islands?
It's got a monk in it. He's collecting relics.
He's relic hunting, yeah.
Which again, very nice. So far, Smarty is playing this like an absolute pro. Very, very smooth game from him.
Think if Smarttguyy can debate. Yes, he's debating. The Mamelukes is going to kill everything PlotterGhost produces. Poor PlotterGhost, this is going to be so expensive.
Spears are not the right defense against Mamluk Siege, that's for sure. He puts down a counter siege workshop himself. Light cavalry coming out, which is probably the correct response from him. Yes. But this is the thing, Jorgen. He had no information. He could have seen this coming. He could have reacted. It's just a tale of being too slow. Yes, his castle time is faster, but he did nothing with it. He went into a boom against a player who's seen Mamluks on the map. And look at that. Look at where Paulie places his castle. You see the castle foundation?
Yep. Oh god. Sorry, but this might be a disaster.
I mean, if either player began to scout, but yeah, Paulie's not going to get this castle down. The question is, Jorgen, does this castle go up? PlotterGhost and massacre those villages.
Nope.
Mamluks on the way. This could be very, very dangerous for PlotterGhost here, and potentially game-ending.
Oh no, Paulie's slightly too late.
He is housed in.
Down. No, the
counter castle from Smarttguyy here. Yeah, I think deleting that was smart. I think deleting that was smart.
Smarttguyy. This was not. this could have been game ending. It's not over for any, by any means. No.
All the castle does is secure the other 20% of resources, and we see another castle attempt from Paulie here. Again, this is the problem, Jorgen. He's just not scouted. He's trying to be aggressive with his castles. He's not finding the space for it. But he will not be able to range that TC.
Okay, no, he can range the TC with a couple of upgrades. No, he's one upgrade.
Yeah, Bodkin won't do it. Actually, Bodkin will hit that.
Bodkin will do it. Yeah.
Bodkin will hit
so his math is good. He's after all a smart.
Look at this though. PlotterGhost denying the castle so far. The Mangonel will have range to kill some of these villas as knights come out into the field. One knight against two monks there. Not going to be enough here. Is getting insane value with that Mangonel though. Look at the villagers. Look at the villager difference, Jorgen. Paulie has forgotten about this, and this is the problem now. PlotterGhost's eco lead may well be enough. The aggression is on the side of Paulie. 2 Mangonels down, Jorgen. It's all falling apart. 3 Mangonels down for the cost of 1. 1 villager left in this castle. 4 Mangonels down, Jorgen. This has been a disaster for Paulie. Oh my goodness.
I'm sitting here with
and there go the last of the bills, Jorgen. Disaster piece. PlotterGhost also now denying any chance of reinforcements coming from the homeland as redemption comes in for Smarttguyy. Nice tech choice, but there's a castle sitting there doing nothing, and the eco lead Jorgen continues to climb.
Yep, but Smarttguyy has his transport alive, so PlotterGhost is not doing his scouting properly. Both of them are kind of not playing optimally, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean the challenge is here. Look at what. Tell me where PlotterGhost is getting his gold from.
PlotterGhost, Mangonel. Oh Jesus Christ!
Look at the map. Tell me where PlotterGhost is getting his gold from right now. The answer is he's not taking anything. 0 gold income.
That's why the castle is not producing. Okay, the Smarttguyy's castle goes up now.
PlotterGhost has 2,000 stone in the bank, Jorgen. 2,000.
Yeah, but again, he's not selling it doesn't help. It's not making costs with it.
Yeah, castle goes
Look
up.
at them. Oh, the map control Smarttguyy just bought.
Yeah.
But the fishing from PlotterGhost is not even efficient anymore.
No.
Oh, this is hurtful.
2,000 stone in the bank. Why? I do not understand why PlotterGhost isn't going for that bottom island. Look at the Mameluke, Jorgen. They are in. They are in. Taking a few picks here.
Now we're talking. Oh,
yeah.
Oh no.
And very nicely positioned by Paulie there. Very nicely done. Just stand ground, Paulie. Stand ground. Yeah. This is disaster for PlotterGhost.
Oh Jesus Christ. Sorry about the language, everyone, but watching this is painful. PlotterGhost countered Smarttguyy.
And look at that castle, Jorgen. Another one coming in. I think Paulie's may well go up here. The question is, Jorgen, do you think PlotterGhost castle goes up?
Yes, because now finally he's committing to it.
It's going to be close.
Smarttguyy is going up. Oh no, that's Mangonel. Oh no, God, that was a good shot.
And the castle goes up. This is a disaster for PlotterGhost. He will get his castle up, but again, what's he buying with that castle, Jorgen? There's nothing left to defend. It's on the edge of the water. That would have made way more sense to take his transport ship he's got right there, get the hell out of there, and take the southern island. He's fighting over the scraps of a position that he's already lost.
But he can go to the other island. Smarttguyy should get something over there.
And look, Jorgen, another castle denial about to come in here. Some monks come in, look to convert the villagers. They are being taken down by the castle. And he commits again. I mean, to me, he's fighting over a lost cause here. There's not enough resources left here to justify 3 castles. If Paulie kicks Imperial Age, his entire position is gone.
That castle from PlotterGhost will buy him so much time.
But again, what's he doing with the castle? It buys him time, but where's the value from the castle? He's lost all of his farms.
Well, he's forcing Smarttguyy into more siege or into
We've got some organ donations here as well on the left-hand side. 2 organ guns go down to the castle.
Give up that TC, Smarttguyy. God, please don't lose more.
And Jorgen, you're going to see something interesting here. PlotterGhost creating petards and is taking down these castles from Smarttguyy. Slowly but surely. I think this really comes down to resource control right now, of which...
And Smarttguyy is losing that. But he's going in. Oh god.
Yeah, there we go.
Poor PlotterGhost. This is not going to be his day.
Hey
Smarttguyy
Trek
is
Thor, welcome
kind
to the
of
channel.
sorting his ego.
Welcome back. We're watching some live games here, Trek Thor, so you tune in just in time. I really want to clip this. Look at the island to the north, everybody. Look at the sheer battle royale that's going on here. And now look at this idyllic, peaceful, southern Pacific island. Lovely. Anyway, back to the action. Imperial Age coming in. First attack upgrade coming in for Smarttguyy. One of Smarttguy's castles goes down, which is incredible play from PlotterGhost, buying some nice value there. He is on gold, and his farms are saved.
It's expensive.
You know what, Jorgen? Plotter still has the eco lead here. All he needs to do is just put something on that southern island, and this game is his, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
But this Imperial Age is going to be brutal.
But again, Smarttguyy will siege him to death. So. Are we seeing any Pretorius for PlotterGuyy? No. He might.
Not with those
he could
resources.
boom with that.
You know what I'd put all those Pretorius, Jorgen, don't you?
Yeah, but-
Look at that free real estate. 1 Pretoria, 2 Pretoria, 3 Pretoria, 4 Pretoria, or Pretoria. Yeah.
And not a single of them is taking the southern island.
Yeah. I mean, Smarty only has enough resources currently for 1 trebuchet. And there goes his transport ship on his home island.
Now.
Yeah. Trebuchet 1 coming in on the safe castle there, so that is a good move from him. I'm sure he'd like to buy 2, however. He needs to sell some wood. But again, Jorgen, look at PlotterGhost's home island. There are 30 villagers who just run out of woodline who are all about to go idle here. Watch that WELM in the bottom right corner, the worker efficiency, just tumble below 50%. I think we're going to see it below 40% here. 30 idle villagers for PlotterGhost, and he hasn't noticed.
But again, he will not transport them to the southern island, and poor Smarttguyy is not going to have value.
And here we go. PlotterGhost finally, at the 39-minute mark, going in to take some real estate on the southern island, away from all this chaos. And I think that's the correct move. And that southern island is a very nice jumping point to Smarttguy's home base. And he's beginning to redock as well to get extra transports out, I think. But this idle time, look, Jorgen, 37% activity on the villages, and that is continuing to fall. Average now at 40. That has been an incredible disruption to his economy, despite his 30 villager lead. They're all idle, as the trebuchets begin hammering down on PlotterGhost's forward castle. Jorgen, do you think PlotterGhost fights for this island, or does he give up? Is Samus a new tech bonus out? The 15% increased damage. Yes, it is. It was researched, Conconium, so he has got that in. That is in indeed. Trebuchet's coming forward as Paulie looks to push his advantage and take PlotterGhost off this island. He is rebooming on the second island, which is good. He will lose his position here. And with that, Smarty will have complete control over this as PlotterGhost throws away his petards. Not enough. He takes it down! He takes it down with petards. Not a single trebuchet needed. And Smarttguyy loses his castle. He's now at a castle disadvantage on this island. But look at this. Military production buildings coming in. The fight for this island is far from over. Trebuchet's coming out. But I don't think PlotterGhost has what he needs to hold on here. He's putting all the eggs in this bottom island basket and should be expanding down here. Those idle builds, though, waiting on the shore. Please, oh please, will someone come and pick us up so we can do something? This idle time is insane. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 33% activity on the villages. His eco lead being diminished to 0, pretty much, as this eco goes completely idle. Fishing ships overfishing. PlotterGhost really is not getting the value out of this. He's got 5 more idle villages over here, and this is just falling out of his hands as he will lose his only active position on this map as these trebuchets roll forward now. Mamluke's coming in, and the trebuchets eye out the final castle and TC. Ooh. At this point, Plotter has so much idle time. And he's about to lose what little he has in this island. The question it becomes, of course, where does Paulie go from here? Because he does not have water control. Oh my gosh. Look at this. 2 sneak villager docks on the bottom. Comes forward 2 transport ships and lands the island. Paulie, beautifully done. Identifies the need to take this fight to him on the second island. Hasn't scouted that he's here, I don't believe. Let's have a look. Doesn't know that he's here, but preemptively coming down. And he drops a castle. And I think... Okay, he's going TC, not castle. Okay, with this castle, I think this is going to put him into a game-winning position here. Ladies and gentlemen of the chat, do you see a way from PlotterGhost coming out of this? Because I don't. PlotterGhost reaction? Put up some houses. And these players vying for the same territory here. If this castle goes up, absolute disaster. I'm not even sure PlotterGhost has seen this yet. His focus is on transporting the villagers over the base as he loses his foothold completely. The island camp now for Paulie, 2-2, soon to be 3-1. Defensive castle coming down from PlotterGhost. Mamluke's coming out. He reconsiders. Good work, Smarty. Takes and prioritizes the trebuchet. He knows he needs it with that castle coming up. Villagers are coming forward. Military units down to protect it. Light cavalry coming out to support it. And it looks like this island will also fall to Smarttguyy. The Saracens really coming out here. We've not seen much of a response militarily from the Portuguese player. 6 military units to 25. And Smarttguyy even catching up here on the villagers with a much more robust villager active time this game. PlotterGhost slowly but surely running out of options as the light have come in. That's all that's needed. If they get into the wood lines, this could be GG. Conconium, if you got cannon Gannions, it might have been okay, but with more than siege, Smarttguyy will finish him off. And yeah, you're exactly right. PlotterGhost just didn't have the right response. They were both playing pretty blind, but look at this. 12 units maximum created here. Float resources, just again, very, very well done from Smarty. I think Smarty played sensibly, pretty much by the book, with some dashes of aggression. And Jorgen, we just didn't see the Portuguese player responding with anything. There seems to be no initiative from him, no real plan for this. I mean, did you feel like PlotterGhost at any time was committing to something meaningful there, other than that boom he did?
To be totally honest, this made absolutely no sense. PlotterGhost was so clearly in the lead. It's just the information war that he lost. The scouting and also the pressure for Smarttguyy. He kind of lost the eco control there for a while, but Smarttguyy got back so good. Winning water should have given PlotterGhost the win here.
I mean, the challenge is, Jurgen, he just did nothing with the advantages he gave himself. He gave himself water control, did very little with it. He gave himself a faster castle time, took the worst position on the island. You know, he was 30, 40 villages ahead, decides to boom after he's seen Mamluks. He knows it's a castle there. He knows Mamluks are on the map, but he waits until the Mamluks are in his base with siege before he reacts. And PlotterGhost's decision-making there, not what you need to play against a player like Smarttguyy. And hats off to Smarty here. He played this one like an absolute champ. You know, he made a few mistakes here and there, you know, but his aggression was fine. His villager production could have been better, but he did what he needed to do. And PlotterGhost just didn't have either the initiative or an effective response, Jorgen.
And also look at the resources PlotterGhost is floating here. This could have been turned into army.
Yeah. I think we saw 2 organ guns that both immediately died to castles. His best move was taking 2 castles out with petards, which I will respect him for, but he can't just deny castles and hope to win. And yeah, I think the onus on PlotterGhost there was to do something with his superior economy, but we just didn't see it happen. And even with a better villager count, because of the idle time, slower to Imperial Age with 30 more villagers, Jorgen. I mean, just incredible.
Smarttguyy did a win here. That's basically.
Yeah. He basically got given a game by playing, you know, pretty well, all things considered. Ended up as well, Jürgen, with 3 relics in the bank, you know, so he was also playing for the standard victory, which, again, very smart. I think, you know, Jürgen, if Plotter had realized his position and either A, made military so he could fight for control, or B, understand that he's overinvested into this island and take the resources from the south, he'd be much better. He wasn't on gold for 10 minutes. He had too many villagers at home doing nothing. Imagine if those were all being productive on the southern island whilst Smarty was pushing on the north. He had such a lot of opportunities there. Sadly, none of them taken until it was far too late.
To make a bad joke, PlotterGhost forgot the ferry service.
Yeah, the Dover to Calais 3am was on strike, like a true British Union would do.
I think PlotterGhost forgot that this is not a pure water map. He didn't really get the advantage out of his early wins.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And as I said earlier, no initiative, insufficient reaction. So he wasn't proactive, he wasn't reactive. And you have to be one or the other, right? You either have to make really sharp, proactive decisions like Smarttguyy was doing, or you make dynamic reactions, which is more my kind of play style, right? As you'll see from my games, if you watch a couple of them this week, my decision making usually turns around to I take a pathway, I then react, and then I hope my reaction is better than the opponent's, which it usually is. PlotterGhost here, unfortunately, not ticking either box.
I don't think he has enough experience on the map, and I think that he's forgetting that it's not a pure hybrid map. You can't play this like Ghost Lake.
Yep, I think
he had a better sieve, to be honest. So it was a bit sad to see this loss.
Yeah,
Smarttguyy, well done, impressive.
Very
you
nice
won
work.
the info war.
Well,
From
apart from
God
some of
view,
those,
from God view, this looks like PlotterGhost's game, but in reality, with the fog of war, Smarttguyy made a lot of good decisions.
we're going to Boglands now, shouldn't we be seeing African clearing as Potter goes home now?
Yes, I really hope that when we get into the lobby, this is being fixed. Otherwise, we have a problem. Or again, no one is going to complain and ask for admin.
Yeah, just so players are aware,
tree,
the handbook states you play on the loser's home map, not the winner's home map. I will raise this with the players after the game, of course.
Yep.
I mean, they are less than 5 minutes in, but there's a 2-minute delay, so they've already passed the admin restart window, unfortunately. But this is the incorrect map.
Well, we will politely remind them. Fortunately, this is playable tree. Otherwise, this would have actually been a problem.
Yeah. Interesting picks here. So, as expected, Jürgen, we have the Britain pick here. But what on earth is PlotterGhost thinking picking up the polls?
You don't
because
know the map.
This, if you want to place farms, do not come to this map. Unpassable terrain, horrible wood lines. Your starting TC, pretty much impossible to farm around. Where on earth do you put your Polish unique buildings here, the full walk? Because you are not going to get value on this map. And I think, from a civ picking perspective, Plotter really needs to perhaps look at these maps more. Because I think maybe Jürgen, there's a bit of map knowledge issue here. Because, you know, Pacific Island wasn't played necessarily correctly by him. And the Polish pickup here, as Conconium says in chat, how on earth do you play around full works on this, Jürgen?
You don't. Yeah, you can do it, but it's so inefficient. Although you get the full work for free, though. So let's remind ourselves, PlotterGhost might make some magic happen.
The problem is, though, Jürgen, you can't place a full work on berries for that initial value. You only build the full work when you want farms. Your resources are so limited on this particular map that you're gonna have to, you know, really struggle to get value out of that full work. And
look at the idle time.
Yeah. It's I'm at minute 7:09, right? You're the same-ish time, correct?
Yeah. Again, we saw some idle time here from PlotterGhost's villagers.
Yeah. And look at the approach to walling here. Smarty walling this map like an absolute pro, not locking himself in, giving himself plenty of space in the corner. PlotterGhost, so look where those house walls are, Jürgen. Why? He is cornering himself into this map with that move. Much better, I think, further east.
Well, with the poles, you need to think fast cast or some magic. I have no idea what the plan is. Again, PlotterGhost is a much better player than I'll ever be. He might have a plan.
Where's Paulie Scout? Okay, so Smarty is picking up plenty of sheep here, which you want as a Britain's player. Look at the difference in resource collected, okay? This is where that additional sheep time comes in to play. And slowly but surely, we will see that resource difference build, which should translate into a much faster feudal age, as Smarty already has 500 food in the bank compared to 300 on PlotterGhost. And I hope he clicks up soon. He's probably thinking I want to go to a 20 pot before I click up, which makes sense.
Yay.
Although the idle time from Smarttguyy is growing faster than for PlotterGhost.
He's got way too many on single sheep as well. They're being very inefficient here. Oh, he doesn't have a second building, so he couldn't have flicked up. And I think he's going to rush that up now because he realises.
Yep.
Bit of a mistake there from Smarttguyy, to be honest.
Well, again, his bandwidth is used up by now. He's done everything so correctly that also the scouting, looking for the sheep, it requires a lot of clicking on this map, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Smarty has slightly lost his edge here. He does click up, but PlotterGhost got the better of the sheep harvest, right? He's pulled in more sheep to his TC, and I think he's played that very well. He knows it's against a Britain player, and he's played it very, very well. Because he knows he has to take the sheep away from him. And he's going to have twice the sheep of the Britain's player here. As he looks to click up himself. He's already queued it in the TC. He's ready to go up. And he's played it well. The only concern I have for him is he's walled himself in. And he's got no space for farms. He has placed a... Look at the full walk on the hill there, Jorgen. He is finding value from it, nevertheless.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about. He gets one for free. So that the initial food from him is actually good. Oh, that's Smarttguyy not getting more sheep here is.
Yeah, it's a bit of a disaster.
It's a problem. Yeah.
He's gonna have about 10 less than PlotterGhost. I mean, PlotterGhost, look how many he's got under his TC. He's got 7 under his TC. Smarttguyy this is his last one, and then he has no food income whatsoever. He's going to be in real danger. He's putting his farms down, and honestly, Jorgen, PlotterGhost has the forward for free, as you said, already has a farm eco going, has food into the TC. His castle time should theoretically be much faster, but Smarty does have 400 in the bank, immediate market blacksmith drop, looks for castle age himself. Will he sell his stone to do it?
Have to. There's no chance of doing it.
Because I don't know why he's on stone if he's not thinking about that. I'm not sure what the why do you think he's on stone? Surely he's not going towers here. Oh my gosh, Jorgen, get Emma's stone walls on the line. Look at what Smarttguyy's doing.
Yep. Smarttguyy is making arena. Well, it's not a bad place. Secure enough of the map, and look at the resources he can mine. It's not dumb.
I just don't like it. It's a lot of commitment of villages. It's a lot of commitment of stone. You're delaying your first castle as the Britons, Jorgen. Surely you would want to prioritize a stone. What value do these walls bring you over a forward castle and longbowmen out much earlier? Horse collar coming in for the pole player now, as his eco looks to stabilise. Paulie slightly ahead, but this is the problem. He's now out of food in his TC, has to switch to farms. Plenty of food left in the PlotterGhost TC, and he will slowly have farms on top of that.
Again, what everyone kind of Smarttguyy's TCs are.
Thank you, Emma. Appreciate that.
Spam the map with them, and every time we've seen forward castles on this map, it has gone horribly wrong.
Emma, just for you.
Smarttguyy is really trying to gain favor with Emma here.
Yep, who was just showing the chat and already improved the stream quality by 100%, so thank you, Emma. I had the overlay in the wrong one. Now, here we go. PlotterGhost going into Scout Cav. What you kind of expect. He's going to run into some stone walls, so I'm not sure I would delete the palisades either, to be perfectly honest. He will delay his castle time doing that, and I think this might play into Smarttguyy's favour, right? He's close to castle. Plotter has delayed his castle time by getting the 3 scouts out, and he's not going to find any value with those scouts other than knowing that his opponents are stonewalled. And if I was him, he should be very much thinking about this. But look at this, Jorgen. He's finding the space to squeeze in cheeky forwalks here and there, and that is a perfect forwalk placement. Look how neatly that tucks into the side. Very nicely done by Plotter.
again, PlotterGhost chose a sieve I'd never taken here. He's making the most out of it.
Very brave move by Paulie here as he deletes the wall, but he just gets there in time before the scouts find it, thankfully. Doesn't know there's a gap there. Yeah, sees it. He's got no way in. And Smarty clicks up to the castle edge here. Decent eco at home, but the Polish economy will start now to outperform the British economy as his forwards get value. He's moving to gold.
When Smarttguyy reaches castle, he will have the resources for a new castle, and he will have the resources for his first for the first extra TC. I kind of disagree that this is a bad play from Smarttguyy, although he will be out. Yeah, you're correct. Smarttguyy is playing it smart, but PlotterGhost might have actually chosen a superior civ here.
Yeah, PlotterGhost has delayed his castle time significantly by not moving to gold soon enough. He should be selling his food here. He is delaying that castle time. He will be a full 2 minutes behind. Exactly, Conconium. And Emma, I tuned into the Garth stream where your beautiful game was being cast. What an absolute fiesta. That was the first time I was seeing that. Hope you enjoyed it being casted and everyone's seeing it. It looked like a really fun game. So I'm sad not to have caught that live. I'll have to rewatch it. But Plotter trying to chip his way in here. What I'm sad about Jorgen is he's really delayed his castle time here. He doesn't even... He is stable blacksmiths who couldn't use the market to build castle sooner. He will be a full 2.5 minutes behind.
Again, PlotterGhost, what is he supposed to do against Werewolf and enough longbows?
I did not expect to see this, Jorgen. Smarttguyy going for a boom behind his stone walls. Again, Jorgen.
It's a perfect boom. And again, the Britons are so strong on this map.
Yep.
The TCs are so cheap.
I think Smarty is playing calm. And you know, Jorgen, we were having a conversation before the stream about Smarty's playstyle. This is a very calm and methodical playstyle from him. And this game, the last game, some of the best Age of Empires I've personally seen him play. What do you think?
He always steps up in the tournaments. Although, if he gets flustered, he can kind of throw his sets. Today, he had a plan, followed it, and won. Now he's going to follow the plan for this map, and I think he will win to the earlier castle. The value he'll get from those TCs is immense. As long as he can keep them pumping, the food is his main problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't have gone wheelbarrow with 10 farms personally. I don't think that's the right move for it. I know lots of guides say get it at 35 fills. I think you got to look at the farms to get the value out of it. Town Watch coming in as well, which I do like on this map, especially with the Britons. Another beautiful forward. You know what, Conconium, I think we're talking about this. The Polish player is finding the full walk value somehow on this map. So, I mean, that's kudos alone. But late game, Jorgen, as to your point, what does a Polish player make against longbowmen and the trebuchets? You know, would like having front to soak up shots. That composition is such a difficult one to deal with most civs. The Poles don't really have a strong answer. Obuks get chewed up. Polish Cav gets chewed up. He has to go halberdiers, potentially, which get chewed up. Skirmishes are a short-term fix. I don't see how this goes long game. Yeah, but against longbowmen, Jorgen.
It's horrible. Yeah, I agree. Only the bomber cannons worry me.
Right. Oh, okay. He's making some interesting choices here. He is putting up a castle defensively. I don't dislike it because he wants to start churning out the resources, but it doesn't really take any map control. So I'm sure there's a method with madness.
It grows his base. It is longbow production early. It's not bad.
Yeah. Second and third TCs coming up from the Polish player now. I like both. A bit more map control taken, defending resources, and a nice defensive castle location. The army numbers in favour of PlotterGhost, but again, what will he do with it? Conconium says in chat, if he had more farms going over the castle and he used the villages to make TCs, the earlier wheelbarrow could work from there. He hasn't gained his farm base through the Poles, so yes, exactly, Conconium, very good point.
Yeah, that's horrible to be honest. Not getting the farm upgrades is going to cost him so much wood.
Yeah.
I don't really like Plotter's play, to be honest.
I like the forward siege workshop that's coming in, but again, it's a little bit too slow. I mean, there's going to be longbowmen coming out to the map. They're already being gouged into the TC, and 10 longbowmen choose a lot of early Castle Age army without upgrades. He has got the armor upgrade in his cavalry, but, you know, they're scout cav. They're not even light cav yet. He's got knights following behind, but nothing else in queue. I think he wants to make a Castle Age play, Jürgen, but how do you make a play when you're that stonewalled up in your opponent's base?
Again, longbows and stone walls. Yes, the mangonel might work. But Smarttguyy is not a slob.
Yeah, I mean, look
run away with the longbows.
And look at this, 4th TC coming down from Smarttguyy. 11 villagers in queue, Jürgen. We're seeing the complete reverse of the previous game. This boom is going strong, and it is making the Poles looking unlikely to take this unless they can do something behind this. The Polish eco needs to start blowing up here to catch up with the British one. And as of right now, it's not happening.
Nope. And also, just by doing that mistake with not getting the farm upgrades, PlotterGhost will soon, so many farms need reseeding. He won't have the wood for anything.
Yep. The outpost rush, though, Jürgen, has begun. As PlotterGhost looks to take lots of map vision. We're at longbowman numbers now up to 5, 10 in the queue total, so we'll have 10 on the pitch. Is that another TC? A market finally coming down from the Polish player because he needs to balance that economy. He's very low on food. We're seeing handcart and heavy plough coming in for Smarttguyy as he sets himself up for the long game here. And I think Smarty, for a change, has put his foot on the boom pedal, not the military pedal. Will PlotterGhost, Jürgen, be able to do something with this push that's coming in now?
Nope. Not going to work. Give Smarttguyy 5 more minutes to boom, and this is over.
He's
Had this been Rams, maybe, but it's not Rams.
Yeah, I mean, behind this, we've got Fletcher coming in. I'm sure we'll see Bodkin immediately afterwards if he's playing smart, pardon the pun. The longbowmen aren't ready to fight yet. But Bodkin's coming in, Jürgen, and he's preparing. He's not shown them yet. He sees the castle, but he's not shown the longbowmen or the upgrades. And I think 15 longbowmen will be more than enough to range the mangonels and clean this up. And Smarty, very cleverly, putting down a counter siege workshop here. Again, Jürgen, the perfect reaction. And a castle to boot to follow behind. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that castle.
Ooh, yes, I'm a very... Oh, this castle is so good. Oh, this castle is beautiful. Smarttguyy has done excellent again.
I mean, I'm not sure what it is if those mangonels get in range. That's... Yeah.
It buys so much time.
I don't think you should have put it here. I think you should have taken the longbowman out and not put it. I disagree that this castle's a good idea.
Okay.
But PlotterGhost isn't looking, so it's going to go up. Because all he's doing is taking the castle, not the villagers.
Yep.
Wow. What a mistake. The longbowman will come out, Jürgen. And PlotterGhost has fumbled the bag here. That could have been denied completely. And now this push is getting cleared up.
Again, it was time. Smarttguyy bought time with it. It's such a tempting target. You can't stop yourself.
I mean, if PlotterGhost had attacked the villagers there, that could have been huge. But for whatever reason, he decided to attack the castle. So not the best play there. And with that many longbowmen now out on the map, Plotter is in trouble. I would like to see Smarty, doing some scouting here, but Plotter's army just got cleaned up completely. So, yeah.
The only thing Smarttguyy is missing here is information. Had he known that there is no army out, he would start the push now. But he's going to wait for him.
Yeah. He's playing his
so
game.
Now.
He's playing his game. And again,
Look
that's not optimal, but he got the results he wanted. As finally Heavy Plough comes in for the Polish player.
I'm so sad for PlotterGhost.
More outposts coming down. I mean, PlotterGhost has him surrounded with vision, and Paulie has none. But eco setup wise, PlotterGhost closer to Imperial Age, Jürgen. And that may well make the difference. Interestingly, we have Squires from Smarty. I'm not sure what the rationale is behind that. He has put the barracks up on the side there.
Squires make his archers move faster, so it's worth it.
I thought it was just infantry that Squires affected, not archer units.
I'm almost 100% sure it affects the archers.
Can we get a fact check in the chat if Squires affects archer units as well, please? Conconium, that's not something you would know. Armor upgrade coming in for the Archer. Gold upgrade coming in. Plotter. There we go. Jorgen clicks up to Imperial Age.
Yeah, but the forward cast is missing. What value does
I mean,
it get?
he's building it slightly closer. But, you know,
Yeah, but
same,
it's not up. It's not up at all.
same as last game here, though, Jorgen. Plotter needs to do something with this faster up time.
Oh, Smarttguyy is forgetting to place the farms. The wood here should never have happened.
Yeah. I mean, he's out of space. This is the problem, right? He's a victim of his own
No.
wall of success.
He has more space around the last TC.
But he doesn't. Look at the impassable terrain, Jorgen. See how he's having to awkwardly place the farms? He's got no space around that TC. Maybe 4 farms max because of the impassable terrain. He can really awkwardly do it. And this is the problem. He's out of space. A university going up for him as he looks to click up to Imperial Age himself. But PlotterGhost has a 3 or 4 minute window here to make something happen. And this is to the point, he's blindly taking into pikemen because he's assuming there's going to be Polish cavalry, which isn't a bad decision.
But what is PlotterGhost making for army?
He's
has so much more army. PlotterGhost is losing the window. He doesn't have anything to
PlotterGhost has 17 outposts. PlotterGhost has more outposts than army, Jorgen. And what is he going to do with this vision other than see where he's going to lose from? As more outposts are being built. Look at the amount of outposts on this map, Jorgen. PlotterGhost can see every angle he's going to lose from. He's not building his own military. 17, 18, 19, 20 outposts, Jorgen, are on this map.
We need to clip that comment. He sees the angle he's going to lose for.
20 outposts.
Oh, that's so good.
Trebuchet's in the queue, but nothing behind it. He's got 2 unbuilt stables, another forward castle. He's got 2 minutes to make something happen here, or he's going to lose the economy war. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen this many outposts. Someone screenshot this. Thank you, Kajason, Den, and welcome to the stream, Kaja. You're watching a very passive, unaggressive, stylized meta build from Smarttguyy here, Kaja, and you'll be as shocked as I am. Longbowman, finally out. Finally upgraded. Ballistics coming in, Jorgen, as he clicks to Imperial Age. And Jorgen, as we were saying, PlotterGhost has lost the window here, don't you think?
Yep. It was such a good window. Smarttguyy gave him so much more time than he ever deserved.
Only now clicking Cavalier. He has got 5 knights and 1 trebuchet against the might of a Briton longbowman spam. And
yeah, but I just got. Did he get unique tech? I've not seen that come in for the polls. So
no, it hasn't yet.
And again, with no gold and no PlotterGhost, could have won this, man.
And yeah,
now
I just checked. Squires only affects infantry units, not archer units, but he got it for his pikemen.
Okay,
yeah.
then both me and Smarttguyy makes exactly the same mistake. We both think it affects archers.
Yeah. Polish scout cav only will have 1 plus virtue. Yeah, exactly. They will be very effective. 3 trebuchets coming forward now. I mean, this is 2 minutes too slow. But look at this mangonel, Jorgen. It is creeping in front of the trebuchets here. This could be a good push. He's got 1 minute, but Paulie just needs to move those longbowmen in. Or his mangonel. I mean, this is looking like it could be good for Plotter. He just needs to keep this push going. That mangonel, though, Jorgen, that I can see coming in now, could be devastating because the knights can't get past the trebuchets. They've walled them out.
Oh, no. He can.
Oh, he can. There's a gap. Okay, phew. And Jorgen taking castles from the Britons player, who's not taking anything else, could be hugely desperate here. And Paulie needs to react fast to this.
Well, the pikemen are here. Smarttguyy will do this. It's enough. Oh no, shit, he can't do both castles.
Longbowman without chemistry will do no damage to those trebuchets, Jorgen. Another Briton castle goes down. And Paulie's longbow production is now 0. All he has on this map is pikemen. And with that window that Cronconium finally achieved, he has momentum, Jorgen.
Yeah.
And Paulie has essentially blocked himself into this map. Sneaky Stab, welcome to the game. We're watching a 21 outpost rush versus a Britain's player here. A beautiful play by PlotterGhost as he takes down the Britain's castles. Paulie's surely wondering what to do now. He needs to tack into something else. Archery range is coming up at the back. And the Polish cav mass is looking dangerous. This will be enough to take down this longbowman. If he gets in there.
No, not under the DC. Smarttguyy needs to play smart.
There going to be enough, Jorgen. He's not. But look at this. He's managed. The engagement's bad for Plotter. The engagement's bad for Plotter.
Yep, it's horrible.
He's going for eco instead, though. He's going for eco instead. He's trading the army for eco. The longbowman numbers, they're thinning out. He's doing enough. TC will go down. The castle will come defensively. The longbowman, not enough.
Oh, no.
And not being microed at all. They were not microed at all. Devastating for Paulie there. His army is gone. His gold army is gone. Pikemen are not going to be enough here. There's 5 trebs out on the map, and Paulie's cornered himself in. And this, to my point earlier, Jorgen, is why I hate stone walls. Because the mentality it creates is you have to hide behind them. 70 pikes in the queue, Jorgen. Look at the queue line. 67 pikes in queue, Jorgen. But his eco is in tatters. Pikemen finally making their way into this fight. He's queuing into Bracer and Conscription in that remaining castle, which is a nice move. But the Obuk now, Jorgen, coming in, which will destroy those Pikemen 1v4 at least. And he has very few armor upgrades on this Pikeman. That is not going to be enough. Those trebuchets that can take down the last Britain's castle. And PlotterGhost tightening the noose that Paulie put around his own neck here by blocking himself in like that. This is why I do not like stone walls on this map. Polish numbers looking fierce, Jorgen.
Yeah, but there was a window, but Smarttguyy too late to him. It was just too much time for PlotterGhost to make steps. So sorry, because PlotterGhost had no army. Smarttguyy could have pushed him away. He could have bought himself so much more space, but he stayed behind the walls, like you said.
Yeah, and then this is why the walls give you that mentality. You think you're safe behind them. He had no map information. Speaking of map information, 20 outposts on the map. PlotterGhost can see from this game into the next game, Jorgen, with this many outposts.
Oh, I love your comments about that. But to be totally honest here, it was such a play from Smarttguyy. If only he had been first.
The halberdier numbers are becoming meaningful, but the Obuks are being behind. And what both of these players seem to be failing to do is microing their armies. Trebuchets go everywhere. Cavalier go everywhere. The halberdiers are out of position. Masonry, siege engineers finally coming in from PlotterGhost here. This is now PlotterGhost's game to lose.
Yes, he needs to make a horrible decision.
PlotterGhost, look at this. Not only has he outpost rushed, he has cut the map in half with castles. Even if Smarty somehow wins this fight, pushes the Polish player back, where does he go for resources, Jorgen? He's in the corner here with a little bit of an outpost. Look at him desperately trying to rebuild. But that is in vision of all of those outposts, and he's really running out of options.
Although Smarttguy's army is growing. No, PlotterGhost is taking it, but it's closer than I expected. Smarttguyy is doing an excellent job at getting his army out.
I'm not sure that castle's going down from PlotterGhost, but interesting to see if it does. We've seen where he's placed it, Jorgen.
At least it's aggressive enough. I think he's calling for the Lord Doubtflow.
Yeah, I agree.
If that goes up,
I mean, it's some sort of miracle. I mean, I'm surprised there's no follow-up outposts here. That's what's really missing. But again, Smarty's economy at home in tatters here. Obuk running in the map. His farming economy is down to 18. He's struggling for food. He can no longer maintain halberdier production, Jorgen. And that is going to be killer.
Obuk is saving the day, but we're getting to a point where lots of the trebs are dying for PlotterGhost right
capped ram, plate mail armor coming in, just to nullify this. You know, it looks like he's trying to tech into champions, which I don't think is the right play here necessarily. He has some longbowmen on the field, but this is very, very quickly becoming... He just has 3 relics in the bank at the back there, but it just starts getting trebbed down as I say that, Jorgen.
Okay, to be honest with you, it's kind of over now. Smarttguyy is just being stubborn. But PlotterGhost is overmoving. PlotterGhost is my hero. Maybe he can get to 180 villagers. He just needs to lose some army.
PlotterGhost has built a border wall here. Outpost behind. PlotterGhost is role-playing a Polish surveillance state because he sees everything, and anything that dares cross into his side of the map will get terminated by these castles.
Oh my god.
Longbowmen are out, meaning numbers aren't meaningful, not being microed. He is shutting down the tread push, but yeah, I mean, if he wasn't cornered before, he's cornered now. That castle will be doubted, I believe. Smarty is rebuilding in the corner.
I think PlotterGhost has mistaken the Britons for the Belarusians and making the walls and towers that he needs.
Yeah, he's more playing hardcore. If this castle goes
Hardcore.
down, that is pretty much it for anything meaningful that Smarttguyy can produce here. He has 7 on farms, Jorgen, 2,000 in the bank, 1,000 gold. Does he have a market? Let's have a look.
Nope.
He does not have a market anymore. Yeah. And look at this,
Okay.
Jorgen. Bottom left-hand corner. The Polish surveillance system spots the reboom and moves to place down another castle. We're going to see a total of 7 castles from the Polish player.
Crystal, we are in gold.
Gold League ELO between 1200 and 1450, I believe. So these players know what the game's about. And as of right now, Smarty's defensive approach not quite paying off. And I really believe he's a victim of his own wards here. And Plotter just played the slower game, was able to...
Yeah, but the window, if Smarttguyy had gotten his farms up, he should have won, to be honest. It was late to him. He had so much army to push back with.
Yeah, I think it boils down to he got too comfortable behind his own walls. He didn't have vision on the map. PlotterGhost, we know, had vision on the map in abundance. And the fast imp time, although not optimum, was just enough to put the pressure on at the right time.
Smarttguyy did not spend his wood. Basically, that's it.
Yeah, imagine if there'd been 15, 20 more halbs out, the composition was better going into Imperial Age. Imagine if he'd scouted the stables or any of the forward. Conconium saying they both lacked eco techs and castle for quite a while. Absolutely. They helped the Britons get those expensive techs and get the wood for the production buildings. Yep, the TC is cheaper as well, helped out. The Britons' boom was better. The resources not being spent effectively. 7k in the bank from the Polish player. But yeah, the window of timing, as we both said, Jorgen, was utilised by Plotter poorly, too late to Imperial Age, and the response just wasn't there in time.
To be honest, PlotterGhost was so late up that him winning is more. It was more Smarttguyy's game to lose, and that happened due to not getting the farms out.
Long name
It's,
saying...
no, the walls lost him the game. He couldn't get the farms going.
On this map, you can't give yourself that little space. You need to play open and go into military. That's why this map is designed this way. Long name, better boom, but no map control. Exactly. He had a very nice, pretty boom in the bottom right-hand corner, but PlotterGhost had every resource known. He was moving forward. It was a slow creep, not walling himself in. He never even completed his wall at home. And he just expanded outwards onto the map, taking it piece by piece and locking it down as he went away. Meanwhile, Paulie had a very solid economy in the corner, but just nothing else to support it. And unfortunately, Jorgen, that just multiplied to cost him the game.
Yeah, and also he had so much army not moving it out. Yeah, it happens.
Pole's getting gold from stone. You don't even need to get gold with Schlatt's privileges. Helps a lot when you have map control. Exactly. Conconium, exactly. He was lacking that gold a little bit on the way to Castle Age, which did delay him, but the bonuses slowly crept up in his favour. The Britons' early power spike in Castle Age completely nullified by the Polish late game play there. And very nice hidden from Plotter. He needed that win. And also, let's not forget, that was Smarttguyy's home map, technically.
Yep. And again, his strat was beautiful. It was just slightly not enough room.
Yeah.
Also, again, a few forward archers early to stop to get those extra fullworks out. It would have required so little to stop his boom.
Yeah.
Just one unit or two, just one archery range. It required so little.
No bow tie today, Whisperer. That was for the weekly roundup only, because that was a special event where I was hosting something. So we're back in the civilian clothing for today's stream. Are you in this game, Jürgen? You got it ticking?
I'm in the game. Go ahead.
So here we go. Final game of the set of 3. We are currently on a play of 3. We have 1 game apiece. We move on to Plotter's home map after Smarty lost his home map. They did play the maps in the wrong order. I want to draw attention to the civs here. We have Mongols, which is a ferocious pick. Fast Castle Babe, welcome to the chat. Amazing name. Thank you, welcome. We're live casting the Den Battle Royale. This is a Gold League game, 1250 to 1450 ELO. Welcome to the chat. Enjoy your time here. But Jürgen, these civs, the Mongol pick can be devastating here. Plenty of hunt on this map and plenty of boars. And PlotterGhost even picking at the boar early. What a beautiful play there. What do you make of the civs here? What do you make of the Georgian pick here, Jürgen? I've covered the Mongols. What do you think of the Georgians? Can they do the work against the Mongol player?
Giving PlotterGhost Mongols is close to suicide on this map. But the Georgians, Munaspa, no. Smarttguyy, if Smarttguyy gets to Castle Age without taking too much eco damage, my money is on Smarttguyy.
Yeah, I think the Manaspa, it's going to come down to castle production, right? I think we will likely see a scout play from both civs here. We should do in Feudal Age, right? On African clearing, 1 or 2 scouts, a little bit of map control, a little bit of knowledge. We know last game that lack of vision, lack of knowledge held both these players back. So let's hope we see some scout plays coming out here. The question is, Jürgen, will we see Lancers from the Mongol player or Mangadai? If he goes Lancers, that early spike in Castle Age could be devastating if Smarty does not have his castle down and have Manaspa production out. Because Lancers and Manaspa is a unit combination that trade fairly equally early Castle Age with the same upgrades.
If PlotterGhost goes scouts, he will have the production building for the Lancers. And he can always tech into Mangadai later. But
We'll have to keep a close eye on the resources here. You know, one thing that's good about the Georgians, Jürgen, so we were talking about the Mongols' advantage on the hunt here. The Georgians, of course, have a mule cart, so although they don't have faster gathering time, they're not having to re-mill every time, right? So that's 100 wood.
And they have the free mule cart. Although the TC placement for Smarttguyy, yes, he can... No, it's PlotterGhost that went for the corner. No, it's Smarttguyy. The color is making me slightly dizzy here. I'll fix that. To be honest,
I've gone for Smarttguyy in blue and Plotter in red, by the way, just for
thank you
consistency.
so much. Okay, Smarttguyy has... He can make a wall around it. Good late game. But I'm so afraid of him losing map control. Yeah,
I really hope he doesn't wall this map. Because I think, again, I know Paulie likes to wall. Yeah, we can have a look at the scouting. So PlotterGhost scouting, quite a lot of map visibility. Sees a boar here, sees hunt here. It's already on the lake there. Yeah, pretty decent map control, I would say. Sorry, map vision, I would say. Sees all the important things, right? Sees where his boars are for the most part, although he is missing a couple over here, but I'm sure he will find them. And sees the lake, sees the wood line. Meanwhile, on the other side, we see a similar story, okay? So they haven't found each other, but there we go. The Georgian player very sensibly using the mule cart to scout. It won't pick up sheep, but it's essentially a free scouting unit. You have to use a villager for it. And again, optimizing the vision there. But both players see enough, I would say, Jürgen. Don't you agree? To play into feudal and castle quite easily.
Also, Smarttguyy knows where the enemy is. That one sheep lost tells him a lot. Yeah, let's see if that's the same for PlotterGhost here. Doesn't see where Smarty is. So, information war slightly on Smarttguyy's favour here. Yep.
Yeah, Sneaky Stab, I think we both favour the Mongols here. We'll see if that Manaspa spam is enough. It potentially looks like Smarty has found, because it looks like he lost a sheep here, Whisper, but that actually could be where the starting villager was, now that I think about it. So maybe they haven't actually found each other. You're right. I think that could just be a starting villager location based on the vision around it. So actually, Jürgen, I don't think either have found each other, but we'll see. Because that looks like a villager.
That would be a reason to send something up there. But I can see Smarttguyy scouting like he doesn't have a clue. So
Yeah, I think that was a villager.
FPL Whisperer, you are correct.
Yeah. Yeah, it was if you look at the vision bubble, Jürgen, you can see that that's wider than the sheep vision, and it's villager vision, because it's 6 tiles.
Yep.
But here we go, Jürgen. PlotterGhost, first to feudal. And I think consistently throughout all of these games, Jürgen, we've seen Plotter much faster on the age up. Not necessarily the optimum, but always slightly ahead of Smarttguyy here. And do we
Except
see...
from the Polish game, PlotterGhost was very late on the Polish game.
Now, Jürgen, check into Smarttguyy's base and give me your thoughts on what's being constructed there.
I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't want to respond to that question. I have no clue what this strat is. Yeah, okay, he's making hideouts.
I mean, the meta, according to the Lord... By the way, I've been coaching this map so many times by fire. I've yet to win a map of African clearing. I just want to point that out, despite several hours of coaching on African clearing. Apparently, the meta is to wall one side of your map and keep one side open, right? But look at this, Jürgen. Look at the outrageous number of houses coming down from Smarttguyy here. I just don't like it.
Well,
especially after last game.
Yeah, but again, there is so much food here. He has a civ that can take advantage of it. But we need to see that before the Mongols can kill.
It's just too costly. He's not going to have a barracks. He's not going to have a market. He's not going to have a stable. He's not going to have a blacksmith. His entire wood is going into a house wall, which at best is going to delay some scout cavalry. ELO for this match is around 1250 to 1400.
Okay. To be honest, from game 1, I thought Smarttguyy had this covered. Game 2, Smarttguyy lacked room. Game 3, if this is not the throw, then I'm not Smarttguy's going to lose this game.
Both players have a peak ELO of around 1400, right? So they're basically the same as me. This is my league. It's Gold League. This is just a throw. I mean, Paulie knows I give him a lot of grief for his walling, especially on team games where he's walling while I'm being completely destroyed by 2v1. But this is an incredible waste of resources from... I mean, I know he doesn't want to be blessed by pride, but look at Plotter Base's use of wood. Barracks, stable, scouts on the map, taking map control, blacksmith coming down, castle age coming in any moment now. Smarty's going to struggle for the wood to place the second and third buildings.
Yeah, but Smarttguyy is actually keeping his villager production going.
I mean, great, but he's going to be 2-3 minutes behind on castle age because he doesn't have enough on wood to build a market blacksmith, market stable. The scout cav seeders, PlotterGhost must be licking his lips because he knows his opponent has done the exact same thing he just did in the last map, which cost him the game. And what an overcommitment in wood here.
And PlotterGhost got the... Well, PlotterGhost can't tower this to take out the gold.
He doesn't need to tower it. He needs to go castle age. As Sneaky Stab just said in chat there, if Plotter overcommits to feudal, it might give Smarty a chance, but he doesn't seem to be. He's made his 2 scouts, which again is fairly meta. Take the map control, take the vision. He's more than happy now to go castle age behind this, and he'll be hitting it any moment now as soon as he gets the gold in. Does he have this? He has a second building. Yeah, he's ready to go castle. And Smarty, struggling for the wood. He still needs a second feudal age building to get there.
Oh, PlotterGhost is up so early.
Yeah, this is going to be absolutely devastating, and it all boils down to investing all of that wood into that wall, which just hasn't bought him anything other than maybe a bit of time.
Well, he's not getting raided. That's the advantage. But
now,
no army.
Jürgen,
Smarttguy's doing exactly the same as PlotterGhost last time.
I see a bigger problem here.
Okay.
Smarttguyy wants to build a castle. He wants to build Manaspa. Manaspa costs gold and food. Tell me where that food eco comes from when all the wood you would want to have on farms is buried in a wall in front of your base. He is not going to be able to build any Manaspa. The knights are going to come in. The lancers are going to come in. Res collected is insanely different for PlotterGhost. There's no eco. He can't support his build.
Smarttguy's thinking hard.
It's not enough. He needs 800 for castle age still. His hunt's going to run out by the time he gets to castle age, and then what? He has 7 on wood.
He
You can't.
He needs to go out for the hunt, but he can take hunt all over.
But he's lost map control. He's got no. Smarty has no military productions up. He wants to build the castle, but he's not going to have the food from an Asper. And the Mongol player is cleaning up on resources. I would have liked to see more mills and more hunt, but yeah, Castle Edge comes in.
Well plotted Ghost. Remember his.
I think we'll see.
Play.
Okay, we're seeing knights FPL Whisperer, not lancers, so we're not going to see the pointy boys on the horseback, sadly. But I think the knights will be enough. I think Steffi's with the right choice here, but yeah, he's booming behind it. Now, if I was Plotter and I saw this, I would just go straight in Castle Edge aggression. I wouldn't put the second TC down. It might give Smarttguyy time to get back in the game. But where does Smarty get his food eco from now? He's lost all the map control. Again, he's a victim of his own walls. $900 stone in the bank. He has enough for a castle, but he's still on stone. He's got idle villagers. He's out of food, Jürgen. 0 on food. Explain to me how he makes them an Asper now, even with that castle up.
He buys it. Buy the food. Otherwise, he's dead.
And look, Jürgen, PlotterGhost, as same as last game, taking map control. Look at his second TC. Look at his third TC. He's being adventurous. He's taking map control. Smarty is once again stuck behind his walls. Exactly, Whisper. The military production walls, all the castle age buildings, way more efficient here. And the castle goes up, but again, what a horrible, horrible position. It gives him nothing. I would have rather he put it, Jürgen, on this hill here with the stone and gold, and at least he can get food income from the fish there. But it gets him nothing. He's building 2 castles in completely useless places, and he does not have the eco at all to build Manaspa after this. Still 0 on food. He's struggling to keep villager production up, spamming down farms, but he's so far behind, over 1,000 resources behind, close to it.
And he didn't even get horse.
And the scouts are about to come in. They're in. And I think this could be it, honestly. No horse collar, as you say. Those farms, very expensive for not a lot.
And also,
I mean,
the villagers making the castle is going for the farms. It's too late. But the Munaspa spam could be so great here.
But where's the food? He can't afford them. He gets 2 Munaspas on. He's selling his wood for and buying food, which is fine. He will clear up this forward in the base. He will get some Munaspas out, but he can't afford upgrades. He can't afford farm upgrades. He's got a wood upgrade.
He's so strong, he has no problem taking it.
But
and also
the Mongol player just needs to go camels.
Yeah, but he's booming. He is losing his window too, to be honest. He's open. This can actually hurt PlotterGhost if the Munaspa does something useful.
Double monastery coming up, which I think, you know, is a sensible defense. He doesn't have the food for a lot of military. Going double monk could be worthwhile here. But I think he might be building the churches for the eco upgrade rather than the monks. But monks are coming up. Yeah, Sneaky Stab, I agree that if you see your opponent with a wall like this and you're already in, then the second and third TC, perhaps a bit greedy. If he had gone full castle age here, Sneaky Stab, I agree. I really think he could have won this game. He's giving Smarttguyy a chance to get back into this. The Georgian churches are going to kick in. The farm eco upgrade will catch up. And Plotter has really given Smarttguyy a window back into this game. And he's gone completely static on his military now, as both players turn this into a boom game. Plotter, once again, Jürgen, the window of timing not utilised effectively. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, but again, this reminds me so much of...
We lost you there, Jürgen.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Again, this reminds me a lot about the last game. But the problem here, Smarttguyy has the best unit right now. The Mongol player doesn't have the castles up. The Mongol player is, honest to God, throwing the game.
Yeah, I don't agree with the TC choices.
Nah, the there's a bit of camels. No, Munaspa is too good, but again, and they are self-healing. Smarttguyy should take the fight, but he doesn't. Oh, he wants them. Yes, the monk.
Nice, very nice, very nice.
Okay, Smarttguyy is actually doing much better than even in my dreams.
Yeah. Paulie has bought himself. There was a shaky moment there where it looked bad. His map location and positioning still not ideal, but he's now got his eco up and running. The church bonuses are kicking in. He's farming wood and food like a madman, and may well come back into this game yet.
He needs a rewall. Other than that, I'm very happy with his play. I do hope those Munaspas get some eco kills now.
I'm getting a little bit of
Not
lag.
seeing any
here,
upgrades.
so I'm going to restart my stream, but keep talking.
The issue I can see right now is none of them doing damage to the opponent's eco. Yeah, Pride has actually given us his beautiful blessings. Okay.
Blessings of Pride,
see.
be honest. Yeah, long name, you're right. The villager lead is there. But this is the same story as last game. Will these Munaspa get the value? That's the real question here.
Oh yes, they will.
I don't think so. There's enough camels
take
out.
The fight.
There's
Take
enough
the
camels
fight.
out. Those Munaspa will go down to those camels.
Munas. No.
Yeah, the Munaspa have no upgrades, Jorgen, compared to the +1/1 on the camels, and that is enough at this stage to take the camels out, as the Munaspa out. And they are a powerful unit in mass with upgrades. Without them, very, very difficult. And the camels they won't go 1-to-1 with them, but he had the military advantage there, and the upgrades were really shining through. And this is, again, one of the problems that Paulie had. Although he was able to get the castles up, he wasn't able to build it behind it. He does, and he needs to do something with it.
Damage right now. Come on, man.
Yeah, now is his window.
Oh, because the eco lead PlotterGhost is insane. The window is going away.
And Jorgen poorly stopped producing villagers. And he's already 40 behind. Not a single villager is coming out of that TC. I don't know if he's lost focus. He's prioritizing upgrades. Villagers going back in the queue. He needed the food for the upgrades first, but this eco lead is mounting.
Oh,
and unless those Munaspa can find value.
Yeah. But the Munaspa can eat one of his TCs right now if he actually moves in time. That cost
nice
going
quick
up
walls.
will be horrible. Yeah,
Oh, the quick wall's not quite enough. He will find some damage here, Jorgen. He will find some damage.
Oh, yes, he will. And they kill villagers so fast. 2 hits and they're dead.
He
And
has
now
enough
there is
armor
enough
and units. He
Munaspa.
can take this TC down. He can take this TC down. And this is the Munaspa post-nerf. Look at the damage they are doing to this TC. And Paulie is playing this very, very nicely.
Yeah, if Paulie reacts, this is completely over. He needs to kill those camels, which he can do right now. Yeah. Not sending every unit in together will kill PlotterGhost. Oh, now we're seeing the Munaspa power. Oh, geez.
Yeah, there we go. Just see that, Jorgen? A couple of upgrades, the attack and defense, and now this Munaspa are a powerhouse. TC down for the cost of 2 Munaspa, Jorgen. And the villager kills there 13. You tell me why people aren't banning this. I mean, this has just brought Smarttguyy back into the game. Eco League's still there. He needs to press his advantage now. But what he's missing is scouting. Let's see what he sees.
Yep.
Jorgen, he sees a TC on the right-hand side.
Yeah,
he sees
yes,
it.
he does. Yes, if it goes there now, this game is kind of over.
All he needs to do.
Advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Sneaky stab. Plotter needs Camel Monks and Whisperer. These units are still broken. This is why so many players have been banning Georgians for this reason. If you can get Munaspa out, even if you're behind, you can win. And that is the problem with the Georgians as they stand right now. Okay, they are an absolute powerhouse.
The Munaspas are coming. Okay, this is over.
Sorry, Jorgen, you mean the siege rams are coming?
The Munaspas are coming.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, God, sorry. I didn't take the joke.
23 siege rams, and this, ladies and gentlemen, this TC is toasted. That will go down in about 5 seconds flat. And PlotterGhost must be panicking now, as his map control is ripped away from him right under his very nose.
PlotterGhost got the castle up. He still has a very decent villager lead. It's far from over.
The next upgrade comes in for the Manaspa, but these have been brutal. The villager lead that was at once 45 has slithered down to 16. And PlotterGhost on the black foot here, but it looks like he's about to click him, and he does click him. And Imperial Camels will demolish Manaspa if Paulie cannot get the elite upgrade.
But if he can take the fight before PlotterGhost gets the upgrade, he's fine.
The Manaspa are still hungry, Jurgen, and they find their next meal on the right side of this map. This time, not even a TC to destroy. It's free real estate. Phobos Apollo, welcome to the chat. We're streaming your game next, actually. Sorry, whatever got deleted there. Nightbot's very sensitive. I will change that for next stream. Apologies, Phobos. I'm sure it was completely PC. Quick wall coming in. Will he get the quick wall? The Manaspa don't care about the quick wall because buildings to them are nothing but an appetizer for the villager main course. And yet more eco damage sustained here. The camels come in. This could be devastating. They're throwing the camels away, Jurgen, before the Imperial Elite upgrades in. And these camels are going to be goners. That is probably the biggest mistake he's made. Not enough monks sit behind this. The Manaspa numbers are thinning, but they will win this fight. And I think PlotterGhost really... there's no need for that at all. The villagers were already gone. He needed more monks. He needed more camels. He's just thrown away that. And look at this, Jurgen. More Manaspa coming in from the right. Where do you think this game's heading, Jurgen?
Well, Smarttguyy might still lose due to not having enough here. Doing this under the castle fire might not pay off.
The Manaspas don't care. This TC denied, ladies and gentlemen, denied. It had 5 seconds of life, and Smarttguyy is running away with this game. This will be into an imp GG, but the wrong way round, as the Manaspa take everything out. The villager lead from a 44 swing behind now swings back to Smarttguyy in front with this play here. The Manaspa will get cleared up. The Imperial Age comes in, but PlotterGhost economy in absolute tatters. Smarttguyy, from the brink of defeat, has pulled this game back. And look, Jurgen, the third wave being prepped at home.
Okay, right now I would love to see Smarttguyy get some more eco going. Other than that, this is beautiful.
I mean, this is his entire base.
But PlotterGhost is rebooming.
This feels like a campaign mission, like where you're limited to a base at the start and you have to stick to it, and you have to take out the enemy because he's not moved from this corner. It's the most stubborn play style I've seen in African clearing. I mean, it's working. So what can I comment?
Again, Cronconium, if those Manaspas had been sent to reinforce,
the game
this would have been over, but it's not, and the reboom from PlotterGhost is real. I don't think it's gonna help them, to be honest, but yeah.
So, here we go, Jurgen. Heavy camel coming in.
That might be a real problem.
The Manaspa will... Yeah, go ahead. Jurgen?
Forward, back and forth. Smarttguyy actually needs to boom now. And he's not doing it.
Yeah, the heavy camel will nullify that. There needs to be more. The Manaspa can still beat 13 low HP heavy camels. That's for sure. I think PlotterGhost is just really struggling to what to do with. He needs more monks out. He needs more camels out. He needs to rebuild his economy. But Smarttguyy is nowhere near Imperial. And I think he's playing this right. He's doubling down on Castle Age. He knows he can do this. But he needs to move now,
yeah. Yes, but again, he's getting to the point, 33 of them. If we see 50 Manaspas, they can eat a castle in 8 seconds. And the castle is totally unprotected.
The only thing that stops that is 7 monks and 50 of your own camels. But, those Manaspas have been upgraded from Siege Ram to Trebuchets with the amount of damage they're going to be able to inflict. And here we go. Look at this. A very brave castle from the Mongolian player on the left.
Please,
Paulie, you need to move out now.
those upgrades.
Not.
you're wasting
We
so
still
much
do
wood.
not have horse collar. No wheelbarrow. Heavy plow coming in. Imperial Age ahead. The window for Smarttguyy Jürgen to gain value here is being slammed shut. Would you not think?
No, it's not too late. He can still take the castles, but he needs to run away from the camels. He needs to raid with the Monaspas. He can no longer take the fight with the Monaspas.
You know, he's parading the troops. You know, there's Theoden at the front giving his speech. He's about to start screaming death.
He's been watching some videos where you need 50 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he lost his window due to overdoing it. But
He's still got enough. There's only 16 camels now. PlotterGhost has not reacted well here. 16 camels and 2 monks is not enough to stop 50 Monaspas, even in the Castle Age. And PlotterGhost rebooming, I think, was a big mistake.
Yeah.
He knows the he's feeling comfortable in Imperial Age. Why go Imperial Age if you're not going to do anything with it? And he's just gone too passive. He's throwing this away. He's got a trebuchet in the queue, but 18 camels, 2 monks. You're about to be hit with 50 Monaspa. And although Smarty is behind in eco, soon enough that won't matter because he's going to delete everything PlotterGhost has.
yep. PlotterGhost is not doing anything that can stop that massive Monaspas. And they now get 20% bonus damage, and due to being more than 20. And they also do the self-healing quite rapidly in castle. Although Imp would have been beautiful.
My biggest fear here, Jürgen, is that Paulie waits until he's got Imp behind this. But the way he's building up these numbers is about to hit 50. I think he has to go. As look, Jürgen, the outpost rush from PlotterGhost begins again as he's up to 4.
Well,
And here we go, Jürgen.
See the move.
The Riders of Rohan on the move.
Yeah, it should be 50 of them now. And
Are they
that is the
regrouping to the
magic
back?
number.
Is that a regroup to the ones at the back there?
No.
I think that was a regroup to the ones at the back.
Guy. What are you doing?
Theoden King decides not to send out the Rohirrim today. Those 18 camels, 16 camels are not going to do anything. Trebuchet's in the back. I mean, look. PlotterGhost is in for one hell of a surprise. But there we go, Jürgen. I think he's making the mistake. He's waiting till Imperial Age.
It's not a mistake. Elite
12 plus 6 attack on the Monaspas. 18 attack compared to the 8 of a camel, Jürgen. And there's 50 of them. 60 of them.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. The outpost rush from PlotterGhost. PlotterGhost has no idea what's about to hit him.
PlotterGhost, unfortunately, if Smarttguyy now gets Elite Monaspas without PlotterGhost having 60 camels, PlotterGhost is going to die.
Yeah, Cronconium, I completely agree. This is the problem. He has no vision on the map, right? He doesn't know what to expect. Fast Castle Babe, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And he's waiting for Imperial Age. He wants the elite upgrade. He could have ended this game 10 minutes ago. He's finally going to react here. The question is, does PlotterGhost now have enough to stop this? Jürgen, I don't think so.
Well, PlotterGhost just donated 3 traps.
PlotterGhost is about to donate the entire map as the Rohirrim charge in, and this is going to be devastating. Those camels are already gone. The sea of Monaspa comes in, and PlotterGhost probably panicking now as he is. He moves everything back. Trebuchet's being microed very poorly. He knows he's in trouble. Paulie, go, you can take the fight! You can take the fight! Why is he retreating? Why is he retreating? He could have taken the fight! Why is he retreating back?
No, he's...
PlotterGhost loses 1 trebuchet, can repair them, and Paulie loses the castle. A disastrous play. He had control of that fight. There was no hope at all, and that is shocking, Jürgen.
He wants the elite. He misplayed it. Misread it.
He's gone back home for Imperial. He wants the elite upgrade. He's completely misread the fight. Cronconium, thank you very much, by the way. We all really appreciate the support. And everyone who follows the casting team, honestly, it makes a world of difference. I hope you're enjoying the content, and thank you for being here. But guys, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, Jürgen, what a mistake has just been made here by Paulie. The fight was in his hands. He could have pushed across the rest of the map, but for whatever reason, he pulls back for some upgrades here. And again, not needed. Sneaky Stab, thank you very much for the follow. Very much appreciated. He tries again, Jürgen. PlotterGhost slightly more prepared this time. Got a bit of slow-mo action here for some
This
reason.
won't work. This won't.
He's being too careful. He knows the power of these Manaspa. I don't think he's going to win the fight now. I think PlotterGhost has pulled enough camels together, Jorgen, that he will beat the Manaspa here. The elite come in. He's going to wait for the elite to come in, and then he's going to charge. But at what cost? The eco lead swinging back again into PlotterGhost. Even if he loses this fight, he can outproduce the 2 remaining castles of Manaspa here. And Paulie is still locked into his corner as he looks to shut this down. Paulie, you missed your opportunity. The camel numbers flooding in. Monks behind. 50 camels, Jorgen. We said that could do it. There are monks behind this as well.
Is the elite in for Smarttguyy now?
Elite's
Yes,
in. Elite's in.
Yeah.
14 plus
Okay.
8.
Yeah, he can take it.
22 attack. This is the fight which will determine this game, ladies and gentlemen. Place your predictions in now. Paulie's not engaging. Look at this. It's a really bad engagement. Not all the Manaspas are engaging, but some of the camels aren't either. What's going on? This is a disaster for both players.
No.
But the Manaspa numbers are down. The monks are working at play here. Even if they win this fight, the window has been closed. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the pathing screws both players. But the camels come out on top. And Paulie has nothing left. Disaster, Jorgen.
It's a numbers game. PlotterGhost got all the time in the world. Smarttguyy did not boom enough to keep the Manaspa production going. And again, he could have raided. Staying at home on the most open map in the whole game is not a good idea.
Yeah. Smarty, when you watch these VODs, do
love
not wall
Smarttguyy,
yourself
but
in, brother. It's not the one. A fantastic game.
But he needs to raid.
Yeah. And look at this, Jorgen. Predictions in the chat. Let's see PlotterGhost style. We have only 11 outposts on the map this time. Disappointing. The Manaspa numbers just aren't going to be enough here. He needs to tech switch into halberdiers or something to answer to this. But yeah, it's too late. That's all she wrote. 2,000 wood in the bank.
Yep.
50 bills
Again.
behind.
Again, Smarttguyy ran out of the room.
Building a castle in Feb range, not the smartest play from a smarty guy. But Plotter, I think, played this too passively, but in the end did just enough to do what was necessary to punish the Manaspa player. And the Manaspa player, so I'm not going to call them the Georgian player, they're here for Manaspas, didn't utilise his windows effectively. The castle will go up and the castle will come down.
The window went also, to be honest, Smarttguyy not using those view cards out on the map, making the hunt. I think that cost him the game. Never got the food he needed.
Phobos Apollo calls it like 15 pikes there instead of Manaspa would have been a win for Smarttguyy. I completely agree. He was too tunnel vision than Manaspa. When he could have won the fight, he didn't take it. He retreated behind someone who had better production. Trefcore feels like Smarty could have just kept going back and he took the 2 Cs. Yep, absolutely. I mean, Smarty had a window when he was pushing into the base. If he had all the Manaspa together, he could have won this game. Way too conservative. Phobos Apollo, please do not spoil the result because we're streaming your games next, so please don't spoil. But here we go, Jorgen. I think we are seeing the death throes here of this Georgian player, and that is heartbreaking because at one stage in this game, Jorgen, he had it in his hands.
Well, again.
Phobos Apollo, thank you for the follow.
Player.
Oh, that rhymes. Phobos Apollo, thank you for the follow. I like that. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, a fantastic game. Toing and throwing from both players. But, you know, PlotterGhost kept his cool, Jorgen. Did what he needed to do. Looks like Paul is going to now tech into Pikeman, but too little, too late.
But again, PlotterGhost did so many times the mistake of rebooming instead of going army. Smarttguyy had.
But he
could have taken it.
He wasn't punished for it, you know. As we saw, he had the Manaspa. They were eating TCs, but he went back behind his walls. And this is the mentality, Jorgen. If you put walls up, you want to hide behind them. And it just cost Smarty the game here. Yeah, exactly, Sneaky Stab.
I do much worse, Sneaky Stab.
Emma Stone walls with the score differences scouting in water, the classic. No fish boom here though today. Sneaky Stab giving his strats away to Conconium, who was eating that up. Yeah, I mean, 27 villagers, Paulie. It's the last game, so I get why you're fighting on, but this is about as GG as it gets, I'm afraid. As Bracer is teched. Are we going to see Mangadai, Jorgen? Are we going to see Mangadai? Bracer's being teched into.
Nope.
Look at this though, Jorgen. A counter Manaspa raid on the top of the economy. The Manaspas are not done yet.
But again, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Jorgen, Ballistics coming in. Surely we're about to see Mangadai in this game for the first time. Mangadai at the 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen it all now. He knows the tech switch is coming in. He wants the Mangadai to meet that. It's overkill. But these Manaspa, Jorgen, look at the value they're getting. That's 10 additional villager kills. 12.
But
13.
I was saying this. He could have raided.
Paulie, if you were doing this 30 minutes ago, you wouldn't be in this situation now. Pikeman coming in.
And
Ballistics
he killed
coming
those
in.
few camels. That's it.
Chemistry coming in. We're going to see... here we go, Jorgen. Mangadai production at the 1 hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Mangadai are coming out against an opponent with 10 Manaspa and 28 villagers left on the map.
And look what PlotterGhost is doing. He's forcing his whole army. If Smarttguyy had done this all the way, this game would have been so different.
Yeah. Smarty knows that's what Manaspa should be used for as well. How many outposts are we up to? Quick outpost check, chat. We're down to 9. He's lost outposts. Sad times. Trebuchets, meanwhile, on the south side, now rattling the shreds of what economy the Georgian player has left. And we've also noticed, Jorgen, Relic Victory Timer, if it wasn't bad enough, now in for the Mongolian player.
I would love to see PlotterGhost going full disrespect and building a wonder right
I wonder, yeah. And Conconium, exactly. There's a big diversity of ELO here, and we all play our own way. And I think the great thing about watching these games are we can all learn and benefit. One of the key things this tournament was created for was many people, it's their first time. Some wanted to experiment, and how many followers we got? 69. Okay, stop following, guys. We've got the perfect amount of followers. We've got 69, baby. Thank you very much for 69 followers. I've reached my peak career here on Twitch. But Jorgen, before moving on to the recorded games, I mean, what a game of ping pong we had here, don't you think?
It's so sad to see peak Georgians, or Monaspas as you call them. The Monaspas was doing their job, and then they got sent. PlotterGhost, to be honest, doing too much of a boom too many times, but he got away with it. Well done, PlotterGhost.
Yeah, incredible work, PlotterGhost. I mean, this ultimately came down to the Georgian player not utilizing his power spikes at the right time. There were several moments that the raid into the eco there, when there was 20 Manaspa still at home, could have ended the game there and then. There was a fight in front of the castle here when there was only 30 camels. Could have pushed that entire thing back, probably taken the castle. The Manaspas are strong, but you need to use them. PlotterGhost could have been punished here, Jorgen, so many times. But he got away with it. He rebuilt TCs in the exact space in an act of defiance against the Manaspa, and Smarty just wasn't able to punish it. And it is a big shame. But PlotterGhost played this exceptionally well.
Again, when we saw the Civ matchup, I said the Manaspas could do it. Although a Mongol player being allowed to get up first, also his imp timing, it was amazing. He didn't really do all that much with it in the start, but mid-game when he finally got his numbers of camels up, after that, PlotterGhost really did well.
Yeah, and ultimately, you know, he had more stables than Manaspa castles, and the camel production just kicked in, and the window closed firmly. Paulie put up a great fight there. Had the vision, but didn't quite have the execution.
The outposts is the most valuable player this game.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, on Nomad maps, that vision is key. And yeah, let's award the outposts the MVP. PlotterGhost's outpost high, 20 outposts on Boglands, ladies and gentlemen. 6 castles, that's the record to beat. Smarty Guy, welcome to the chat. Good games, buddy. By the way, Smarty, you meant to play the loser's home map first, just for future reference. But very good games. We were very sad to see your Manaspa not being utilised to their full potential. But congratulations, Smarty Guy. You put up a good fight, and this game was a real pleasure to watch. So thank you for the content.
Is FPL Whisper also a caster?
He is a fire student, not a caster. So he's a legend. He's a Greek beast, 1600 ELO professional. It doesn't come better than him. The worst team game player you can possibly have in your squad, but a very great guy.